Silence Audio presents the unabridged recording of Not Quite Crazy by Catherine Bybee, performed by Amy McFadden. This one is for Kelly Martin, my sister from a different mister. Love you. Chapter 1. Smells like snow. Rachel glanced up past the skyscrapers and into the bright gray sky. Does it? It really doesn't snow in California? Julie asked. The two of them took a brisk pace around their building toward Romano's, where a hot lunch filled with way too many carbs awaited. It does in the mountains. Rachel opened the door, happy that her gloves kept the cold of the metal handle from reaching her skin, which I never went to during the winter. The heat from inside the small restaurant rushed against their exposed skin and resulted in a collective sigh. They had 30 minutes before the mad rush of lunchtime traffic in Manhattan, with lines out the doors and everyone talking at the top of their lungs. With 4 patrons in front of them, Rachel took her place in line. I'll be the first to admit I'm not ready for your winters. You're not ready for our summers, either. Julie moved aside as a man who appeared to be wearing 3 jackets walked by with a tray full of soup and crusty French bread. The deli-style restaurant was the way to eat when you only had an hour to do so. Truth be told, Rachel was a little apprehensive about the weather. She'd left the 90-degree heat on the West Coast during early September and experienced the instant cool temperatures and change of the colors of fall in New York. They moved forward in line as they chatted. I should probably get some chains for my car. Julie shook her head, straight black hair brushing against her shoulders as she did. I don't understand why you insist on driving in. Public transportation scares me. Of all the things to be afraid of, a subway isn't one of them. It is when you haven't used them. They'd had this discussion before, one where Julie would roll her eyes while properly scolding her in both English and Korean. Tell me how it works out the first time you find yourself in a ditch on your way home. Rachel lived a little over an hour outside of Manhattan and took the commute as any LA native would, with a smile.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?